And we are live.
It's
It's
not
YouTube
bad.
Live. It's YouTube Live.
It's a tall, skinny guy
Yeah.
and a short, skinny guy.
or it's like the South Park one, Fat Habit. Hey, bitch! Shut your bitch ass mouth! I'll slap your face around. That's
We
one of the
could be
funniest
like
episodes.
brothers.
Bad Trap, you're a glock glock. Yeah, it's just one of the funniest episodes I've ever seen. Is their Fat Albert parody one.
Yeah. So anyway, what we're doing is, for those of you that don't know, this is not the Snews. This is not Dylan Knows. This is just Tony and Dylan hanging out, trying out new ways of doing Hangouts, because the way we used to do a Hangout strictly through G Plus is gone. It's really stupid, though. We have to start the Hangout, and it's not really a Hangout. We start the streaming event.
Nice. Streaming.
The
It's very
streaming event.
streaming. It's very streaming.
It's the streaming event starts on the other side in the YouTube thingamajig, and you go to the creative studio, and you create the event, and then you say start the event, and then all of a sudden you're back into fucking Google Plus, back into a Google Live Hangout, but you can't do it the easy way from Google Plus. Oh. And guess what? Remember, in the past, sometimes we would throw out a link that was a YouTube, and sometimes we'd throw out the G Plus link. There's no G Plus link for this. If I wanted to put this on G Plus, I could take the link and I could go into G Plus, and I could. Okay, so what is the term for posting something in G Plus? Post it, I guess. Because I mean, I G Plus it, you know. You tweet something, I tweet out the link, so I guess I can post a link. So anyway, thank you, Scott. One of the things that I wanted to ask people about was, when we did the Snooze last week, I saw some of the tweets about some like noises coming from Dylan. I didn't go back and watch it, but I will tell you, when we were doing it live, I didn't hear anything strange from Dylan, except I don't know what you're doing now, but I hear it sounds like you're opening a bottle or some crap. But
no, I mean, what I hear, it's weird. I hear kind of a background noisy thing. The noise that they were talking about last week when we did the Snooze, I heard it a little bit, but it stopped after a little while. It was just a little bit, and then it sort of stopped. And right now, when I'm talking, it's more of a hiss that I hear when I'm talking, I guess. I don't know if it's probably on my end, since it doesn't seem to be affecting you that much. And that's a similar thing that happened to me, because I have another show called The Comic Call, where I talk about what comic books I got. And I tried on YouTube live for the first time yesterday, and I did everything I was supposed to, and I ran the show, and I did all that. And then I went back to hear the playback. There was no audio on my video, so it's just me.
okay, that was awesome, because you had me fooled. I was like, Dylan, you got that problem again. I can't hear anything you're saying.
It's acting.
G-string it. Okay, so she wants me to G-string it. Is that? I guess that's the term.
There you go.
G-string it. Ooh.
Is that Laura Norman?
Yes, it's Laura. It's Laura. She is like one of the big sponsors. I don't want to say sponsors. She's a big supporter of the show, not a sponsor.
Because if you say sponsor, you're going to get cut. You're going to get edited out.
Hey, you want to know something though? There is a post here on my G Plus. I'm looking at it, and I didn't do it. So
no, I think from what I recall, I'm sorry, Tom, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I kind of recall, and I was going to say it before we started, but I think there's something that when you there's two options you get when you start the YouTube live. There's a custom one, which takes longer, which someday I'm going to explore. Then the other one is the quick one. It's Google Plus, and then I think there's some that says automatically connects to Google Plus. I think it does. I think it sends it sends this to Google Plus, I guess, which is again weird.
Well, I think the difference between the Google Plus and you picking that other option, when you pick that other option, then you have to define the codec that you're using.
Okay.
And I believe that's more along the lines of, let's say you have like a real professional camera setup, like you are uh, Jimmy Fallon. I was trying to think of David Letterman's name and I was drawing a blank. But like, like they were going to interview somebody that wasn't in the studio, but they had like a camera there and all this other crap, and they were going to stream it somehow or other, where you have a professional setup and you want to take your feed and pipe it into YouTube. And I think it's more along, I think anybody can do it with any equipment, but I think it's more along the lines to have with for people that have more of a professional type setup, other than, what we're doing is $20 mic headsets and laptops with embedded cameras, as opposed to I did you see the video from the Opie radio show with Anthrax doing Comfortably Numb?
No.
Something along those lines, where they had like a 3-camera shoot going on, and if they wanted to stream that live, they would, if Scotty could probably retweet the link. It's actually a pretty pretty crazy version of Comfortably Numb done live in the studio by the members of the Anthrax, and it's acoustic. So it's not like it's like one of those crazy Anthrax, headbanging songs. It really is. It's good for all ages.
I'd like to actually I would like to hear that. So Scott, if you got it, send me the link.
Yeah, it was actually pretty damn good. That's different there. So anyway, we are just messing around a little bit and playing with things. I wanted to see if they changed any. I mean, it looks like, as far as I can see, it looks like the same stuff is here. I didn't play around with any of the apps, but one of the things that I did see in there was that it seems like if you go the other way, that there's a possibility that you can have some more interaction. So if I say I want another new live event, I'm going to try and do another one. Not that I could do it now.
Right.
Yes. Okay. So in advanced settings, enable live chat. You see, now this is something that I was playing around with this the other day. I haven't changed anything. I went from the basic info, which is probably the only tab you saw yesterday. I went into the advanced setting tab. And it says enable live chat. So I am wondering whether or not, if somebody's watching on YouTube, if they could actually chat in a different way, because I know we could do it in G+. We could see comments if we had comments. Let's see. Let me add a source. Whoops, we can't mine without a source. Okay. Sources. So I click sources and nothing happens. What if I click this thing? That thing does nothing. Yeah, so it looks like there may be some stuff that's a work in progress. Select language, everywhere, always embed, automatically make archive unlisted, DVR, enable DVR so viewers can go back. Don't know what that is. There's a question mark thingy, and usually when you go to a question mark and you hover over it, usually it tells you what it is. Low latency live streaming is not supported for 360 video. I don't know what 360 video is.
It's where you can see your whole basement. I mean, somehow the camera's going to be able to work so that you can go around and you can see behind the camera, behind the screen, and then over here, and then back up around. I mean, you can do it on, I think, on Facebook or something now. There's videos I see all the time. A good example is my baseball team, the Orioles. They are starting a 11-game homestand, and so they showed a 360 view video of the stadium.
I guess it's kind of panoramic, but Yeah,
We don't need. Yeah, we don't need it. We don't need it.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, there we go.
that works, right?
There you go. I like it.
So interesting thing, and I have to send Mike a tweet because they're actually, and Scotty tweeted that. He tweeted it at you.
Yeah, I got it. Thanks, Scotty. Look at it. Yep.
But I was over by Mike's place today, and he told me that he was supposed to be doing 2 episodes of the Naughty Pie Scott, the cobbler thingy that he does with Kelly. Mm-hmm. And I told him what happened to you. I said, so just be cautious. It would really suck if they did, because they do 2 episodes at a time. And then Kelly, he brings them down. They do a private recording, so it's not a live stream. And then he downloads it and edits it. So he'll find out right away whether or not there's audio there, I guess. But I mean, it's a work in progress, and it would really suck because, I mean, let's put it this way: as far as Snark Alec Radio went, and whatever, all of the shows that Dylan does, and the Snews, we are not like the YouTubers and the Vines where they record it and then they edit it all out and try and make it look all nice. I mean, it's nice to do all that stuff. And, every Tuesday I post a video. Every Wednesday he posts a video. But it's more for us when we were doing Snark Alec Radio. It was supposed to be more like a live radio show. So it went up to Mike in raw form. And what Mike used to do is he used to take the show and he did some editing. Like let's face it, there was some segments of the show where it wasn't that funny or boring, or we were just dull and not interesting, which was probably 90% of the time. But what we would do is we couldn't go any more than 15 minutes without them shoving commercials in. So if we went nonstop, what would happen would be halfway through something, there would be a commercial. And then the commercials would play for about a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes at some points. And then it would fade back into the show. So if we were in the middle of a good spot, it would be lost. Well, it wouldn't be lost. People just wouldn't hear it. So that's why we put the natural breaks in, because if we didn't go longer than 15 minutes, he could tell them, okay, you could put a commercial here, you could put a commercial here, and you could put a commercial there. And that's why we used to stop and just be silent, because that way it was easy for us to put breaks in the audio. Because he didn't get the video. I would download, hey, let's go behind the scenes now. I used to take the video and I used to strip the audio off of it, and then I would post it so Mike could download it and then put it on Live 365, where it played for a week, and then the next week we do another show, and then so forth and so on.
Actually, it's just funny, not to toot my own horn, but today is actually my 3rd anniversary of Dylan Knows. We started September 15th, 3 years ago. You, me, and Larissa, yeah.
Wow, 3 years ago. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Episode 157 is going to be Saturday with MJ Khan, as long as my stupid sound works when I play it back. So I'm kind of glad that Scotty and Laura and all them are saying that they can hear us now, because I thought maybe something wrong with my headphones, my microphone, but I don't know.
Well, we do have a little bit of a topic, but what I would suggest or say or think that maybe we want to do, maybe we want to stop this broadcast and then have you start one up, and then you invite me in, and then we do the topic that we were going to talk about, and then we go to bed. That way, by the time we're done with yours, we should be able to see if my video has audio, and then, we'll do 10 or 15 minutes with your stuff, and then that should be done real quick,
Yeah.
and we could check the playback. Just that way, we'll find out whether or not it's you that has a problem, or if we both have no audio, it's a YouTube problem. And
or if you said it was just a one-time thing and that we both have audio and it's fine, you know.
Or it could have been one of those things where there was a glitch in the system when you did it yesterday, and maybe they fixed it. Because one of the things that definitely we noticed, it was Thursday. Like whenever we had problems, it seems like if we did something on Thursday, it would be the same. But then Thursday would come, and all of a sudden something would be different. And it was always Thursday where they introduced something new, or if they had to make a change, they'd always make the changes on Thursdays. And we'd like, oh, wow, look at what it's doing now. It's doing something different. So we're done now, but Dylan will be tweeting out a link in about a minute or two, and we'll be back. And on the flip side, we have a quick little topic to talk about. And maybe we'll do a minute or two on the strain, since there was another episode of the strain that came out besides the topic we have. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll be back shortly.
We'll be right back. I'm going to